So I'm here with Paige Hulse, director of the new psychological thriller The Children. Thanks for coming, Paige.
Thank you for having me.
So, you've already told us about how you used an animatic to plan for this production, but you mentioned backstage that you displayed a rough cut to your media students. That didn't sound right.
Just read it again.
I'm going to read the question again. Okay. I'm hot. Oh, God, never mind. So you've already told us that you used an animatic to plan for this production, but you mentioned backstage that you also displayed some rough cuts to media students. What exactly is a rough cut?
Well, a rough cut is a screening of the unfinished project, so we can gather the audience's feedback from watching the production. We gave them also questionnaires like we did with the animatic, so that they could give us our views of the rough cuts, so we could sit down as a team and discuss them, and discuss what changes we need to make, whether it fit, whether we achieved our goals with the genre, the audience, and things like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What questions did you ask and why?
Well, we asked whether there was any changes to do with editing, whether it confused anybody at all, whether there was bits we could change and alter. We asked them, did you think the storyline worked, or were you confused at any point, and why? And whether the test screening produced the right atmosphere for the production, and whether it fit our estimations of what the production was going to be. We asked them to find out whether we've actually achieved the right kind of look for film, and whether we can sit down, look through it, look through what they've said, and so we can make the appropriate changes so that they are happy with the final piece.
Yeah. Did you get any interesting feedback during the screening?
Yeah, we got feedback such as they were very confused, especially at one point at the end, which was our end scene, and they were saying why is it death by flower? Is it because he's allergic and stuff like that? And that wasn't the approach we were going for. So we had to get that and take it and change it, maybe edit the script a little bit. We also got feedback which we did choose to ignore, which was how the opening sequence kind of reminded them of a TV series, which we didn't necessarily agree with. We thought that it was fitting with the piece and with the genre and everything, so we decided to keep that in. But yeah. So we also, from the feedback we had received, we decided to add another scene in. We decided to add a car scene in before the chase scene, so that they knew how they got from the park to the chase scene. We did this so there was no confusion there, so it wasn't just jumping from scene to scene. It made the film longer and it explained it, and we felt that we did this successfully, so the end piece does make sense and it flows, there's continuity and fluidity. We also changed the ending. We got them to do a various number of shots, and we decided flower at the end wasn't clear enough that the male protagonist actually dies in the end, so we thought golf clubs, and we've got a samurai sword, I think it was, to use so that it was more realistic, and we showed the man dead at the end and the children walking away from the scene. We thought this was a lot more convincing as a fight scene. We didn't actually show the action as it is taken away to another shot, so that got around the whole trying to kill him but making it look realistic. So we thought if we hear the sounds of the actual action and him screaming, everything like that, then it would be more understandable for the audience, and that it would flow a lot better. So that's how that helped us.
Yeah.
With the rough cut.
Did you ignore any suggestions?
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, there was that it sounded a lot like a TV show with the opening credits, and we thought that didn't really we didn't really agree with that, and we sat down and talked about it. We took all the information and the feedback into consideration, and we decided as a group that wasn't necessarily correct, and we felt that we had the right kind of feeling with the opening credits to build up that tension, and it was fast paced and creepy, and we felt that actually worked quite well. So we didn't necessarily agree with that, but we welcomed all criticism as well to that. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was Paige Hulse, the director of The Children.